Hello everyone and welcome back to the Pac-Man World Let's Play commentary, whatever you want to call it. We're in the second, well, we're technically in the last level. The final door here is the final boss, Pac-Man. But before then, we'll have to do a bit of a cleanup. So let's go to the last level, Grave Danger. We start off with rain before the game even loads. I always thought that was funny. We've got the skeletons that are coming back. Oop. Now, I've probably mentioned a few times in this game, but I have played like Pac-Man World 2. I believe I played Pac-Man World 3. And in my personal opinion, I still think that this is the best out of the three. Sometimes that's just like that with video games. Like you'll play a game in a series, and the first game will be good, and then it kind of goes downhill. Whereas with other games, like say Crash Bandicoot, you play the first one, you're like, you had enjoyment, but it was hard, and you know it had charm and stuff. The characters had charm. It was it was very comedic, but like if you grew up with that, it's like a part of your childhood, right? But then they release games like Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3, and then you're like, oh my god, this is so much better. Whereas I feel like it's kind of the opposite. I feel like, because this, as far as I know, this is the only 3D Pac-Man World on the PS1, because the PS2 one, which is Pac-Man 2, so it wasn't like say Crash or Spyro or like say like Rayman, where it had like at least 2 games on the console on on the PS1 and then moved on to PS2. No, it was straight PS1 and PS2. Now I'm not sure if Pac-Man World 3 is on PS2 as well. All I remember is that I borrowed it one time, and I think it was like, this was when Blockbusters was pretty much almost gone, I suppose, at that point. So this was years ago when Blockbusters was still about, right? Well, yeah, so I borrowed it, and I don't know, I think I remember enjoying it, but just not as much. Same with Pac-Man World 2. There was something about it, I just wasn't that interested in it. So I would still hold this as the better one in my personal opinion. But back to this level, obviously we're going for the haunted mansion type, or just the haunted feel, Halloween and that. But in this, no pumpkins actually, though, I don't think, like, at all. No pumpkins. We got lightning, though, random little tiny little clouds of lightning, which kind of reminds me of Rayman. All you need is like a pair of eyes on top of it, and there you go, it's Rayman. They have different patterns. Like that one there, kind of like, it shoots a bit of lightning, then it pulls up, then it immediately shoots lightning again. It's hard to tell. Sometimes it'll do it, sometimes it won't. You have to kind of like wait. And I feel like the perception again, maybe I just have terrible perception, but like you can jump on those clouds if you can reach them, right? They don't last very long though. I guess because Pac-Man is so heavy. I knew it was gonna happen. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at this game. I definitely think like Pac-Man's one of the weaker games for me in terms of platforms. I've played Crash, I've played Spyro. I've played Rayman 1. Rayman 1's a hard game, but I don't think this is super hard. I don't know. It's just something about it that I just seem to kind of struggle with. Not like super bad, but just still bad when I can't compare myself to, I guess, other games, that other platformers and stuff that I play. God damn it. You can kind of hug the sides, like so, and avoid stuff. But you can jump on the clouds, and you will need to at some point to get certain things. You don't always have to do it. Like if I go over here, I'm trying to hug to the right because I think it's furthest to the right. Yeah, I barely just made that, and then there's a life there. So they disappear, but they obviously respawn. Ow, that was a bit cheap. But that's pretty much the gimmick for this level specifically. It's going to be a lot of that. Just lightning everywhere. Just try your best to avoid it and then climb on top. There we go. As always, the butt bounce is pretty much your best friend here. I don't feel like I ever use anything else for the most part in this entire game. really. The pack, like the whole power pellet thing, you know, like the pack dot. I forgot what it's specifically called, but like that's cool looking, and the explosion and all that is cool looking. But you're not really going to use it, unless you just want to use it because it looks cool. You're better off just butt bouncing pretty much everything, and maybe revving if you need to. I mean, there are some enemies where you do need to do this, and I need to go back. Oops. Um, but for the most part, I mean, you can avoid a lot of enemies anyway. So if you want to avoid confrontation, losing losing health, losing heart's health, thinking of other games, insert other generic game here, I guess. Well, not generic, but you know. There's lots of games that have like lots of platforms that have like hearts as health. It's just your typical health. But I hate it when it does that. There we go. Now we do need to get the letters because I mentioned, I believe, in the last part, or at least in one of the earlier parts. I'm not sure if you guys catch that, but for those who didn't and don't know, you do need to get all the letters in order to get the credits. You can still complete the game, but it will say like you've got so much percent, and you'll be like, what? I did everything, but no. The letters are actually mandatory if you want to get like proper credits, and you get like a like an actual back area, like you can see like the staff working on it and stuff. So it's kind of like that type of credits. If you're not bothered about that, then that's fine. Don't worry about it. But I feel like since I'm playing this game and doing, you know, trying to do like a full game, because most platformers, if I can, I will do full, you know, 100%, you know, with Crash. I pretty much feel like I have to get all the relics, I have to get the gems, or if it's just Crash 2, just people the gems and all the crystals. It's just, I don't know, it's in me. I have the collectathon in me, guys. I just have to do it. Unless I'm just going for like, I don't know, a simple speed run, then I'll probably just get the crystals or whatever. But you know, in most cases, because I don't really speed run, I'm probably getting everything, you know. Even if I was like probably casually playing like Crash 2 or something on a stream, I'd probably be collecting everything. It's just in me, man. Spyro, I gotta get all the gems, you know. It's just, I gotta save all the dragons. Or collect the eggs or whatever I'm doing. All the orbs in Spyro 2, I've got to do it all. That's another thing. I need to get the Spyro 2 at some point. I don't think... it's not going to be the next... Well, I don't think. It's not going to be the next game that I play. But I do have... Oh, can I make it back? I can. I do have a plan to just revisit a possible game. So I can then do the second game in the series. I'll most likely do an update, because it will probably replace a let's play, you know, because I'm doing a schedule now as well. I may do an update for it, just so you know, but I'm also trying to get rid of updates. But I do plan on doing like one proper, I guess, update video, and I'll explain the reasons why I'm stopping updates in general. But I'll just say like in one word, not one word, but I'll just say in like a very short sentence. They seem pointless, at least for me. For us in this current channel, in my opinion, I feel like they're pointless at the moment. So I'm cutting them out, but I'll get into detail in another video. So I have practiced this one because last time I did the last level and I didn't practice very well, guys. I just kind of went in and I was like, what is this game in that? I can find everything. And I mean, yeah, that's fine, sure. But I thought it'd be better to at least know what I'm doing. So I do know what I'm doing, even though I've missed some stuff. And I'm just like, oh, okay, and stuff. But it's fine. This level's not too bad. You might have even saw the last member that we have to save. I mean, if you've played this game, if you've been following the game, you may know anyway who we're saving. And that is, of course, Pac-Man's wife. Yeah, Miss Pac-Man. I mean, she had a game on the Mega Drive. It might have been on another console as well. But, like, I remember playing that on the Mega Drive. I had that and the original, you know, just Pac-Man. And I want to say either Miss Pac-Man was harder or easier. Like, I felt like one of the two was harder than the other. That makes sense. So one was like hard and other one was easier. Maybe Miss Pac-Man was harder. I'm not too sure, but there had to be something different other than the fact that it's just technically Pac-Man with a bow. You know, trying to make him look. I mean, his whole family are basically just shove a hat on them or give him a moustache and glasses, and it's his teacher. And I'm like, okay, if you say so. Ow! Damn it! Damn ghosts! Whoa, that always throws me off. That's kind of like I guess their rumble / earthquake type of thing, and it's just kind of, it's like they're shaking the camera. Ugh, a bit disorientating. They don't do it too often though. So now down here we just got piles and crap and a death. Yeah, burn baby burn. You got what piles? We got pillars. We got loads of just flamethrowers everywhere. So try your best to butt bounce. I'm doing this terribly because, like I said, I suck at this game. I mean, at least I complete it. I get it done. Just not in a suitable, not good enough for me, I guess. You know, I'm taking way too much damage. But you know, I mean, the thing is, okay. Thanks for that. When I recorded it last time, I was fine, but I guess I don't know, after that recording, I just lost, you know, any skill that I had, I suppose. But we'll get it done, guys. We're pretty much almost there. I just have to go back and figure out which places I missed the letters on, which is fine. I can figure that out. So that might be like a longer video, but I'll most likely speed it up, or just, you know, show the last level or something. I don't know. Kind of depends, you know. If I feel like it'd be worth just being like, hey guys, this is where you get the letters, or if anyone's not too bothered about that, but I'll see how I feel. I'll work it out as I go. I mean, I'm still playing this in 2007. That's another thing, like, I'm trying to change, is that not taking forever to do a let's play of something. You know, before I know, time's gone, and you know, it's like been a year, and you're like, wait, I'm still doing this a year later, especially when the game's not even long, and I'm just like, okay, what's going on, Jay? What's going on? But I've enjoyed this, you know, everything that's going along. I don't know if I'll do Pac-Man World 2. I don't have Pac-Man World 2 or 3 anymore. I used to have it on Pac-Man. I used to have Pac-Man World on PS3, PSP. I'm not sure what I did with it, to be honest. I feel like I lost the game, or I broke it by accident, or something. Something happened. I know something happened. I just couldn't tell you what. I remember, like, I had the case, and then I was like, "Where's the game?" So I felt like I must have lost it or something, and I just don't know what I did with it. Swap is me. So I think we have all the letters, right? Yeah. So technically, guys, we're good. We have the key. We can save Miss Pac-Man, but there's another maze to do. The last one. Now, I know I've done all the mazes because you'll actually get a little congratulations when you do it all. So, with that said, if I could just... Pac-Man, please? Please? Don't let the ghost get you. Ow! Alright, just burn me and then clip up there. Sure, that works, I guess. Let's do the final maze, shall we, guys? I'm glad it's just not like a, you know, a dark area. That's what I'm glad about. So, and we'll take it. This one's nice and simple. It's really, this doesn't have any gimmicks. It's just, it looks very like Halloweenified, I suppose. That a word? You know, very like themed Halloween styled. So, but there's no like actual dangers. Just, you know, the ghosts coming after you like they always do. The blocks have got skulls on it. I think it's like moss or something that's the green. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just an odd looking texture. It might not be anything like moss or something. I'm not too sure on that, honestly. Oh no. I was like, oh, I was gonna cut him off and he's gonna cut me off, and oh, okay. Whatever. Hey. Come on in, Pinky. Come on in. Come on in. Oh yeah, you tried it. You tried. Oh. I was like, where am I? Why aren't I moving? Pac-Man! The senseless slaughter! I can't continue the senseless slaughter. Which way are you going? You're going that way, so I'm gonna go, crud. Oh no, he's a dumb. He's a dummy. It's fine. Don't you wish that the ghost did that more often? You know what I mean? Like, they would go the way you don't want. Oh. You know, the way you don't want them to go. No, wait. It's fine. Cut these off. And boom. Not too bad. Actually, now I think about it, it might just be like green stone or something. There you go. Marathon release basically means that we've unlocked the maze mode. You know, the mazes, so we can do like all the mazes and stuff. Just kind of like a little bonus, really. If you like the mazes, guys, yeah, that's exactly what you can do. They've unlocked that mode. I won't be showing that off because we've seen all the mazes, so I don't really see much point, so I won't be showing that off, unfortunately. But we are done with this level. Not too bad. I would say even shorter than the last one. Alright, let's save our missus, shall we? Smooch, kiss, smooch, darling, you are my hero. We have to stop Pac-Man. I will meet you at the party. Alright, and planet needs her. Go, go. Nice, we need that life. Round it up to 10. And we are good, guys. Last level complete. We do have the bonus. I'm not really bothered about the bonus. You just need to get the letters, so, you know, you don't really need to do the bonus. I mean, I'll take this life if it counts. I'll attempt to do it. This video is, like, short, so I'll at least kind of try. Sure. But, you know, I'm not, like, really going out of my way to. I'm pretty certain I've done this before, but I'm not sure. At least, I've done it before, but I'm not sure if I recorded it, so, you know. If I do it, and you guys get to see it for the first time, then there you go. I'm not too sure, but this is what I normally do anyway. Oh, that was lucky. That was lucky. Reset. Yeah, you just have to do it for like all, and I tend to go in like a circle motion like this. Let me know your thoughts on this game if you've ever even played this before, because I feel like okay, I screwed up. So I feel like this isn't one of the games that people grew up with. You know, you hear people talk about Spyro, you hear people talk about Rayman, Crash, you know, some other games like Oddworld, and you know, you even hear from time to time, you know, Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. People say, "Oh, it's blooming hard," but people, you know, you still hear people say it. I don't really hear. I mean, personally, not like I know loads of people, but I mean, even people on the internet, right? I didn't really hear them saying, you know what, I played Pac-Man World. I hear them say, oh, we played Pac-Man on the arcade, or they played Pac-Man on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. But I don't really hear anyone say Pac-Man World, so I feel like this might be a little bit obscure. Not many people really know about it, or maybe they did and they just never played it. I'm not too sure. But since we're wrapping things up, guys, we've got one more part. I want to know what your thoughts on this game is. If you are someone who has played this game, or if you haven't, you know, are you interested to possibly try and pick it up? Now, unfortunately, I don't think you can get this game like on PlayStation Network. So getting a copy of this is probably not going to be easy. Like a lot of PS1 games these days. Ah, the struggle. Darling, behind that big door is Pac-Man. We will be there to help you when you need us most. And she is not joking, but I will get into that in the final part. Before that, guys, I've got some cleaning up to do so we can get that full 100%, because we got to see them credits, right? It doesn't feel right for a video game to not have a credit. Crash Nitro. Cut. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday for the final part of Pac-Man World, guys. The final part. We're finally going to get it done, and then we'll be moving on to another game that will fill out Tuesday. But until next time, guys, you know what to do. Waka waka. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.